Welcome to Have You Read It? The channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today we're diving into Goodbye, Things. The New Japanese Minimalism by Fumio Sasaki. This book explores the minimalist movement in Japan, challenging the idea that happiness comes from owning more. Sasaki shares his personal journey of decluttering his life and discovering a newfound sense of freedom and well-being. He argues that by reducing our possessions to the bare essentials, we can focus on what truly matters: experiences, relationships, and personal growth. This book is valuable because it offers a practical and inspiring guide to minimalism, encouraging readers to rethink their relationship with material objects and to find happiness in simplicity. Fumio Sasaki, in Goodbye, Things, starts by describing his life before minimalism, marked by a cluttered apartment and a constant sense of comparison with others. He felt that his life had stopped moving forward and that he was deserving of unhappiness. Sasaki defines minimalism as reducing necessary items to a minimum and doing away with excess to focus on what's truly important. He shares that everyone starts out as a minimalist, and that possessions can make us happy only for brief periods while unnecessary objects suck up our time, energy, and freedom. According to Sasaki, a minimalist is a person who knows what is truly essential for him or herself, and reduces the number of possessions they have for the sake of things that are really important to them. He makes clear that minimalism is not a goal, but a method for individuals to find the things that are genuinely important to them, and a prologue for crafting your own unique story. Sasaki also presents case studies of other Japanese minimalists, showcasing different approaches to simple living. Haiji, a securities dealer with a zen-like apartment featuring the latest gadgets. Ofumi and T, a minimalist couple who downsize their apartment and continue to enjoy their favorite belongings. Yamasan, a supermom who created a relaxing home for her family of 4 by keeping things simple and organized. Kuta Ito, a globe-trotting music producer who travels the world with only a backpack of carefully chosen items. Sasaki asks why we accumulate so much, pointing out that possessions can make us happy only for brief periods, and that unnecessary material objects suck up our time, energy, and freedom. He argues that minimalists are starting to realize that, and that our worth is not the sum of our belongings. He argues that we eventually get used to the new state where our wishes have been fulfilled and start taking those things for granted. And there comes a time when we start getting tired of what we have. He explains that our boredom with familiar things springs from certain aspects of our neural networks, which allow us to detect variances in different forms of stimulation. Sasaki provides 55 tips to help readers say goodbye to their things, emphasizing that discarding takes skill, and that there are more things to gain from eliminating excess than you might imagine. He encourages readers to discard the preconception that you can't discard your things, and to start with things that are clearly junk. He points out it's important to ask yourself why there are some things that we can't part with, to minimize anything you have in multiples, and to get rid of it if you haven't used it in a year. Sasaki suggests taking photos of the items that are tough to part with, and to see stores as personal warehouses and the city as your personal floor plan. Sasaki also provides 15 more tips for the next stage of the minimalist journey. Sasaki shares that fewer things does not mean less satisfaction and encourages readers to find their unique uniform. He recommends questioning the conventional ways you're expected to use things, but warns that minimalism is not a competition. Finally, Sasaki argues that minimalism is a method and a beginning, and that by reducing the number of possessions you have, you can take back the time that your belongings have been stealing from you. Sasaki describes 12 ways he's changed since saying goodbye to his things. He has more time, enjoys life more, has more freedom, no longer compares himself with others, and stopped worrying about how others see him. He is more engaged with the world around him, can focus better, saves money and cares more about the environment, is healthier and safer, has deeper interpersonal relationships, and can savor the present moment. Sasaki wraps up by explaining the importance of feeling happy instead of becoming happy, arguing that you don't become happy and that He also offers some thoughts on gratitude. Here are some key takeaways from Goodbye Things. Minimalism is a lifestyle, not a competition. It's about finding what's essential for you and discarding the rest, not about having the fewest possessions. Happiness isn't about having what you want, but wanting what you have. Being content with less can lead to greater satisfaction. Our possessions often own us. They take up our time, energy, and mental space. Reducing our belongings can free us from this burden. Experiences are more valuable than things. The joy of acquiring material objects is fleeting, while the memories of experiences can last a lifetime. Gratitude is essential for happiness. Appreciating what we have, rather than focusing on what we lack, can lead to greater contentment. This book offers a new perspective on happiness, suggesting it's less about accumulating possessions and more about valuing experiences and relationships. It challenges readers to reconsider their attachment to material things and to discover the freedom and contentment that come with living a minimalist lifestyle. It encourages everyone to say goodbye to the things that have been holding them back. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.